and welcome to a brand new episode of my movie trivia game show series, Are You a Movie Oracle? The show where two movie lovers compete in 3 rounds of movie trivia to see which one will be declared the movie oracle, which is actually my title, but shh. Before we get into today's episode, a reminder that this game show is open to everybody. If you want to be a competitor on this game show, all you have to do is reach out to me via social media and say, hi, I'd love to compete, and that's it. That's literally it. The number one place you can find me and reach out to me is Twitter. It is where I am most active and am most likely to respond to you. If you don't have Twitter, that's fine. You can also reach out to me via Facebook and Instagram. You will find links to all my social media down in the description box below, or you will find them all attached to my main YouTube page. That is it. And please remember, I would love you guys to be playing along, so please, if you are playing along, keep track of your scores and post them down in the comment section below so that we know how well you did playing along with us. But that's it. Time to meet today's competitors. Please join me in welcoming back our current reigning champ, the one and only from the state we won't mention, John!
I thank you for not mentioning that state.
John, I'm very glad to see you healthy and alive.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
You staying good? You staying away from people?
No, but I'm definitely staying away from people at the optimum distance.
So, today now we welcome a brand new competitor as usual because John is currently undefeated. You may know him by the name the Craggus, because he doesn't really show his face, so please, welcome, Craig!
Hi.
Hello! Welcome to the show!
Thank you for having me.
Pulling off the mask, so to speak.
Yeah, I haven't managed to get a filter done for myself, so I have to be me on video.
Well, I have to say, I'm loving you. Loving this. Loving what you do. It's all great.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so this, now I can't even tell how long you have been on the wait list to be on this show, and I'm sorry that everybody has to keep waiting for episodes. I'm sorry that technology happens, hospitalization happens, life just gets in the way sometimes.
Yeah, life intrudes, that's what I always say.
But we are here now, and are we ready to battle it out for some movie trivia?
Oh yeah.
I'm ready to make a futile charge at John's unbeaten run.
No, are you kidding me? No, that last go around, man, I was on the ropes. Peggy had me on the ropes, so who knows, man.
Yeah, I was thinking halfway through, yeah, it's going to happen, and then suddenly it flips.
Yeah, that was a really good run. I really enjoyed. Yeah, we were both like, how did
that was a tense one.
Yeah, it was very tense, and I was really enjoying it.
I'll try and do it half as good as that.
So, let's begin with the rules as always. Rules are simple. We have 3 rounds, a different category in each round, determined by a spin of the wheel. First round and first round only is multiple choice. After that is it. No multiple choice, no nothing. Our competitors can ask for hints if they're struggling, but they have to remember that to do so means that they lose half a point from their total score at the end of the game, so gotta use strategy on that one. You have 10 seconds to answer each question. If you get it wrong or can't answer it, your competitor will try and steal the point and answer it for you. Not like they're gonna give you the point, because that would make no sense. If our competitors tie, we go to a bonus round, and bonus round questions have changed. John decided he didn't like what he picked last time, so he's changed his category. Tell the children at home what you've changed your category to.
To the films of Wes Anderson.
I had to do my digging through as usual. Thank you for giving me extra work to do. I appreciate that. That's very lovely of you.
It's quarantine times, that's what we crave right now.
Is it?
Stuff
Craig,
to do, yeah.
Craig, what category did you pick for yourself?
Oh, see, I might need to use one of my hint requests right now, because I remember it was a slice of Star Trek, but I can't remember which slice I eventually went for.
You went for Star Trek movies.
Oh, right. All of them were just the good ones.
Oh. Well, see, now that would make my job extra hard because I cannot tell you which ones are good or bad because I've never watched a Star Trek film.
Really?
Oh, some people are shooketh.
2, 4, 6, 8. The rest you can leave or take. It's up to you.
Okay.
Hey, I take the Abrams ones.
Okay, cool. Noted. John, I think, now wants to never participate on this show ever again. So.
No, I just know exactly what category to go up against you with if I ever get to
Oh.
the...
Great, he'll just find a way to insert Star Trek into any category that pops up. It's like, I'll find a way to get Star Trek in there. Great! Well, without further ado, let us begin and find out the category for round 1. Category for round 1, gentlemen, is female directors. Fortunately, this is always easier when it happens to be multiple choice. I've noticed, without multiple choice, contestants are usually screwed when it comes to female directors. I can't imagine why.
Yeah.
Craig, you are our guest, therefore you get the first question. Are you ready?
I am.
I love how sure that sounded, but your first question is, who directed 2009's Julie and Julia before passing away in 2012? Is it A, Diane Keaton, B, Penny Marshall, C, Nora Ephron, or D, Susan Seidelman? Time starts now.
Okay, so I think it's probably one of the middle two. I will go with C.
You are correct, it is C, Nora Ephron. Well done.
Here you go. Point on the board. I'm not going to be humiliated. That's fine. Job done.
I think that's ultimately everybody's goal, to just finish the game with not 0 points.
Yes, absolutely. If I'm from the UK, we get that in Eurovision. That's the only place we accept that score.
And John, it is time for your question. Which of the following films was directed by Sarah Knoken? Is it A, All I Want to Do, B, My Blue Heaven, C, When Harry Met Sally, or D, Jawbreaker? Time starts now.
I'm going to say A.
You are correct. It was A, All I Want to Do, which is a Canadian-American film which, thanks to Miramax, was forced to change its name, has 3 titles, and in Canada was called Strike. And I forgot what the 3rd title was, but its original title was All I Want to Do. But, Miramax.
Oh, Miramax.
Are we surprised?
Yeah.
Craig, your turn again, because that's just how this works. Yay! In 1985, Susan Seidelman directed what film starring Madonna? Is it A, Shanghai Surprise, B, Evita, C, Dick Tracy, or D, Desperately Seeking Susan? Time starts now.
1985, I'm going to go for Desperately Seeking Susan.
That's a very good answer because it is the correct one. It is Desperately Seeking Susan. John, back over to you. In 2000, Diane Keaton directed and starred in which film? A, Town and Country, B, Hanging Up, C, The Other Sister, or D, Something's Gotta Give? Time starts now.
That would be Hanging Up.
You would be correct, it was indeed Hanging Up. Craig, your question. Dee Reese directed which 2017 film? Is it A, Pariah, B, Mudbound, C, Power Rangers, D, My Friend Dharma? Time starts now.
I'm going to say Mudbound.
You sure?
I'm guessing I'm not sure anymore. But I will stick with the answer, be it right or wrong.
Good choice, because you are correct. It was Mudbound. Oh, John. Who directed the 2019 comedy Little? Is it A, Regina Hall, B, Issa Rae, C, Tracy Oliver, or D, Tina Gordon? Time starts now.
Oh dear. Let's go with Issa Rae.
While she does star in it, she did not direct it. I'm afraid that's incorrect. Craig, your chance to steal a point here if you can get the right answer.
This is a guess, but I'm going to say Tina Gordon.
You are correct. It was Tina Gordon.
I can't remember if I've seen that. I think
Regina Hall and Issa Rae started it, Tracy Oliver wrote it, and Tina Gordon directed it.
That's the one where she's the horrible boss and she wakes up as the little girl, and then yeah, I think I've watched that in a very special way of you watch it while you're kind of doing other things, and then you glance up at it every so often to keep your eye on it, that kind of way.
Craig, your actual question is: Casey Lemons had her feature film directorial debut with which film? Is it A, Harriet, B, Candyman, C, Eve's Bayou, or D, Black Nativity? Time starts now.
This is a proper wild stab in the dark, and I'm going to say Eve's Bayou.
You must have some night goggle visions or something like that, because you are correct. It was Eve's Bayou.
Wow.
Oh, good. Selling my soul before this show was worth it.
John! Jodi Foster directed Julia Roberts in which 2016 film? Is it A, Money Monster, B, Ben is Back, C, Wonder, or D, Mother's Day? Time starts now.
Can we split it? Assist?
You asking for a hint?
Hint, please.
Okay. This film also starred George Clooney.
Okay. No, it's definitely not Wonder. I'm gonna stab in the dark. Say Ben is Back.
Afraid it is not Ben is Back. Craig, it's over to you.
Money Monster?
It was indeed Money Monster.
I would have had to guess that, but the hint really helped.
Yes, Money Monster starring Julia Roberts and George Clooney. Julia Roberts is like the studio manager, and George Clooney is in front of the television doing one of those kind of stock market, Wall Street, shows, and it gets hijacked by a guy who has lost his money.
I tell you, these women are getting screwed. Most of these movies didn't get wide distribution. I never even heard of it.
Craig, Dame Jane Campion directed her first film in what year? Is it A, 1978, B, 1980, C, 1982, or D, 1984? Time starts now.
This is, complete guess, 1982.
It was not 1982.
My luck's run out. There you go.
John?
I'm going to say 1992.
That is not even an option.
I'm sorry, what was the... I know there was one in the 90s. What did you say it was?
I did not say any that were in the 90s, actually.
Okay. I need to pay attention more. All right, repeat that again.
Your remaining choices are 1978, 1980, and 1984.
I'm going to say 1984.
That is also incorrect. She made her film debut in 1980.
I think John and my thought processes went the same way there, because we heard Jane Campion and we thought The Piano.
Yeah.
That's why
that was my...
I was waiting for 1990 or 1992 to come up there as well.
Yeah. But I think that's just where she kind of gained notoriety, because that was like probably one of her most successful ones.
Yes, but alas, it was not her first. And John, last question for round one. Fingers crossed for you. Lana and Lily Wachowski first directed which film in 1996? Is it A, The Matrix, B, Cloud Atlas, C, Jupiter Ascending, or D, Bound? Time starts.
Self-promotion. I just did an episode of Rare Delicacies on this movie. It is the utterly wonderful and severely underrated Bound.
He is correct. It is Bound.
Love, love, love Bound. Such a freaking amazing movie.
The category for round 2 is the decade of my birth, the 90s. So, best of... Well, I don't want to say British today. That seems a little on the nose. So, just best
I think
of...
we're all out of the best of British these days.
Craig, your first question for round 2, if you would like it, that is. You want it?
Please.
Okay, here we go. Your question is, now remember, no multiple choice, you're on your own. Your question is, how many characters does John Candy play in the 1991 film Nothing But Trouble? Time starts now.
4?
It is not 4, I'm afraid.
Oh, this was almost the Cinema Schlock episode, but I believe the answer is 2.
You are correct, it is 2.
Yes.
He plays Dennis and his sister Eldona. Or Eldona. I can't remember how we pronounce it. It's been a while.
Yeah.
When did I put the lid back on? I don't remember doing that.
You got a poltergeist.
Wow, I am losing my shit, but okay.
Don't freak me out like that. I was just watching Gravity Falls. That kind of stuff will freak me out.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm not intending to freak out anybody. I'm freaking out myself. God. I didn't think the acid would kick in so fast. But anyway, moving on. John, your question. In 1990's Pump Up the Volume, what is Mark Hunter's DJ name? Time starts now.
I gotta pass. I never saw it.
Oh well. Craig, do you happen to know?
No, I'm going to have to pass on that one as well. I have seen it, though.
That is so unfortunate. I could never forget this. His pseudonym and DJ name is Happy Harry Hardon, which are the initials of his school, which is Hubert Humphrey High. So,
I don't think I'll ever forget that now that I've been told it, but...
We think that, because I do... Now that you say the name, I remember it, but then I'm like... But, yeah. But I remember I forgot it even after the first time I heard it, so... The mind works in mysterious ways.
Ain't that the truth?
Mm-hmm.
Craig, back to you. In 1997's The Fifth Element, Leeloo is a supreme being with the ability to unite the power of the 4 elemental stones to create what? Time starts now.
Is it love?
No. Sorry. Not love. Handy, but no. She ain't creating love. John.
They never really had a name for it, but
yes,
basically
they did.
They did? They just
They
called.
did.
I remember them just calling the weapon to destroy darkness.
No, it's mentioned several times in the movie, including at the very start of the film.
God, I've watched that movie God knows how many times.
She unites the power of the 4 elemental stones to create...
Light?
I'm going to give you half a point for that.
Okay, I'll take it.
Because the answer is the divine light.
Ow!
Which is indeed mentioned several times and is written in hieroglyphs that are being translated by a professor at the very start of the film. John, in 1995's Die Hard with a Vengeance, what child's game does Simon Gruber play with everyone? Time starts now.
Simon Says.
That is correct. Simon Says.
He bought a ball, fought the fleets and survived. There are my pigeons now.
Oh, there's John with his accents again. He's such the actor all the time. He's always on. Craig, over to you. In 1999's The Matrix, what is Neo's name in the Matrix program? Time starts now.
It's something Anderson. John Anderson?
Well, we've got a John. But if John can give me the full name, he gets the point. If he can't, you get half a point. So what's John going to give me?
Gonna have to take it from you. It's Thomas Anderson.
It is indeed. Although I don't blame Craig because we are so used to Agent Smith saying Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
Frickin' loop. John, who directed and starred in 1990's Dances with Wolves? Time starts now.
Kevin Costner.
That is correct. It was Kevin Costner.
Avatar's better.
I prefer the original Ferngully, but there you go.
Oh my god. Oh,
it's not even remotely the same story.
Shots fired.
Moving into some trickier territory. Craig, your question.
Oh, good.
In what film is this quote from? If you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. Time starts now. John's face right now. Oh my god.
Nope. Absolute blank on that one.
Oh, John, just scream it.
Liv's in the room right now, and she loves this one, so she's going to love me for knowing this answer. Sister Act 2.
That is correct. Anybody want to sing it?
If you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you got to wake up and pay attention.
Yes! I love it.
Still blanky on that one, and I've seen that.
Oh my god.
It was decent. I mean, it was basically PG Dangerous Minds, except, less violence.
And they didn't make the savior a white person.
Truth. Well, yeah.
Eh.
I mean, she was ushered in by white nuns, but
Well, at least they had the frame of mind to go, you know what, we are not right for this job.
Fair enough.
Oh, moving on. John, here we go. In what film is this quote? Do you prefer fashion victim or ensemble challenged? Time starts now.
Ooh. Fashion victim ensemble challenge. Is that Clueless?
You are correct. It was indeed
Oh!
Clueless.
It has been years since I see Clueless, but I don't know why that just popped in my... I guess that's the most 90s movie when it comes to fashion.
But yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Craig, back over to you. This is the tagline to what 1996 movie? Somewhere inside all of us is the power to change the world. That could really be anything, but your time starts now.
Yeah, that's from the generic bucket of marketing, isn't it?
So true.
96, no. The 90s are such a dead decade for me in terms of things that stuck in my memory.
Yeah, that's
So, yeah,
like all that sticks in my memory. But okay, nothing
Yeah,
for
but
Craig.
Your 90s are my 80s. It's a generational thing.
That is very, very fair.
Mm-hmm.
John, is there anything that's coming to you?
Actually, yeah, especially since there was a really good title song by Eric Clapton that came from this movie, but is it Phenomenon?
It is not Phenomenon.
Oh!
Ooh. No,
Good guess,
it is
though.
actually Matilda.
Oh!
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I never would have thought that was the catchphrase. I mean, that sounded like more faux inspirational. That's why I thought Phenomenon.
Yeah,
Add on
they
to
had-
it.
Like so
Entire
many
text of
films,
Roald Dahl.
like so many films, it had multiple taglines. This film had 3, but the one most commonly used was the one that I just mentioned, which, honestly, I got to admit, even when I say it out loud, I do not think Matilda.
No, you have an entire text that's written by Roald Dahl, and you go, what should we pick up for our marketing slogan? And you go, Jeff, what have you got? Oh, how about this? Brilliant. Put it on the poster. Job done. Let's lunch.
It was like, sorry, I was listening to that song for Phenomena by Eric Clapton, Change the World. Okay, what?
Very well could be that.
Yeah.
John, last question. This is the tagline to what 1993 film? The adventure of a lifetime, the summer of their dreams, the dog of their nightmares. Time starts now.
Dog of their nightmares.
Mm-hmm.
Beethoven? No, Beethoven's the second.
It is not Beethoven or Beethoven's the second. Craig, anything coming to mind for you?
Yeah, but you said them both. No.
Okay, that's...
It better not be man's best friend.
Or Beethoven's third.
Oh, I would totally be the kind of shady bitch to pull that kind of stuff. I would, admittedly, I would actually at least give half a point. I'm not that mean. But no, the answer is The Sandlot.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, I wasn't going to get that.
Oh, that is such a good tagline, too.
Category for round 3 is another Patron's Choice round. Fortunate enough,
God.
Patreon is doing really well for me at the moment, and new patron, funny enough, his name is Craig, not this Craig, different Craig, and I asked him, give me anything. I could never have guessed what he would have picked. Category for round 3 is Clive Barker. So,
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So, again, don't blame me for this. I'm just the messenger. Thank you, Craig, for picking this category and writing the first question, which, funny enough, goes to Craig. So there's some poetry in that, I think. Craig, your question is, which famed Canadian director had a leading role in Nightbreed? Time starts now.
Nope. Blanked on that one. Thanks, Craig.
Craigs don't support Craigs, apparently. This is so sad.
No, we're a very fragmented group.
John, do you have anything, or are you as clueless?
I've never seen Nightbreed, but you said Canadian director. I never actually asked if they're from Canada, just that they're a good director. I'm just going to say John Cassavetes.
No, but I appreciate the guess. The answer is David Cronenberg.
He's Canadian?
Apparently.
Guess so. That's awesome. And I also didn't know he acted. Now I really do need to watch Nightbreed.
Well, yeah, totally. Go for it.
Yeah. Okay.
I haven't seen it myself, but I hear the version to seek out is the full director's cut, not the theatrical that was released.
When it comes to horror, that usually tends to be, it always tends to be the case.
Yeah. Go for broke.
Yeah.
John, your question. How many films has Clive Barker directed? Time starts now.
Oh, how many films? I know he directed the first Hellraiser, but I don't know if he directed... I'm gonna say 3.
You are correct, it was 3.
Oh!
Very nicely done. He's absolutely gobsmacked.
Yeah.
It was 3. Hellraiser, Lord of Illusions, and Nightbreed.
Okay, I did not know he directed Lord of Illusions. I knew that was his story. I didn't know he directed it. Neat.
Well, now you do. Craig, back over to you. How many Hellraiser films did Barker direct? Time starts now.
I'm going to say 1.
You are correct. It was 1, the very first one. John, your question. Which film written by Barker was given a 2020 remake? Time starts now.
Candyman.
Correctamundo.
And I cannot wait to see that. It actually looks really, really promising.
Craig, we're moving back over to the UK. Name the 2008 film starring Bradley Cooper and Leslie Bibb based on Barker's 1984 short story of the same name. Time starts now.
No, it's not No, that's James Herbert. Sorry, I've gone completely down the wrong route there. I've got no idea again.
No, that is unfortunate. You don't even want to take a guess?
No, honestly, my mind's gone completely blank on any of Barker's stories.
Okay,
Mhm.
fair enough. John, anything coming to you?
I'm gonna have to pass. It's gonna kill me, and I'm sure when you say the title, it's gonna kill me. But
Oh, darn it. Answer is The Midnight Meat Train.
okay, I don't feel as bad.
Yeah, this is one that I watched it a few years ago. I don't remember if it was for an October marathon or not, and I was not a fan of it. I did not at all enjoy it, and then a couple years later I see it popping up in my feed and everybody's like, oh my god, this movie is so great. I'm like, did I miss something? But okay, to each their own.
I think I remember your review of that.
Oh my god.
That really rings a bell, and
You
I think
can
that's
remember
probably why I
that, but
then
not the answer
dismissed
to
it.
any of these questions? You're
I'll have to
remembering
find this
the
review now.
wrong stuff.
Yeah,
Oh.
told you.
John, your question. Around 150 artworks by Barker were used on the set of what Netflix TV series? Time starts now.
Netflix TV series. I'm gonna say The Haunting of Hill House.
Ooh, that is a very good choice. It is the incorrect choice, but I like where your head's at.
Jeez.
It's dark, it's gothic, so I get the choice, but no.
Mm.
So, Craig, what Netflix TV series comes to mind for you?
Lock and Key?
Again, that is a very good choice. It is also incorrect. So, no, sorry. Both are wrong. Both really good choices, because again, I see where your head's at. The answer is The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yes, his artwork appears in the Academy of Unseen Arts.
Oh, that is amazing.
See, I haven't moved on to that because I've been watching the Melissa Joan Hart Sabrina with my 7-year-old,
Aww.
and I don't really want to move on to that kind of darkness yet. She's got to get through Buffy before she gets to Sabrina.
Ease her in.
it's
Ease her
kinda-
in. Craig, your question. I'm going to have so much to edit out or use as bonus material. This is going to be wonderful. Craig, your question. Hellraiser is based on Barker's 1986 novella titled what? Time starts now.
Oh. Is it the Puzzle Box?
Honestly, in my opinion, that would have made a far more accurate title, but no, it is not the Puzzle Box.
No.
I'd watch something called the Puzzle Box, though. John?
That would be The Hellbound Heart.
That's correct, it is the Hellbound Heart. John, your question. Name the first film Barker wrote the screenplay to. Time starts now.
Wow, I really would have thought that was Hellraiser, but I guess not. I'm gonna have to pass. I'm just gonna go for broken pass.
Okay, you're passing. All good. See you later.
Mhm.
Craig, anything? Just
Well, I would have guessed, as John didn't, that it was Hellraiser. So I'll say Hellraiser just in case it was.
It was not Hellraiser. No. No, the answer is Underworld from 1985, not to be confused with the Kate Beckinsale films. That's not those.
I was going to say that doesn't seem like his style.
No.
Craig, your question. Name the only film Barker has ever directed, written, and produced. Time starts now.
Hellraiser?
We're just gonna keep throwing out Hellraiser, hoping we get one.
It was either that or another one, but I think I made the wrong choice. But there you go, that was my choice.
It was not Hellraiser, I'm afraid. John?
Okay, you said directed, wrote, and produced.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say Lord of Illusions.
You are correct, it was Lord of Illusions.
Ah, beautiful.
Was that your second guess, Craig, or not even close?
It wasn't. I was destined to get that question wrong either way. In whatever universe it bifurcated to, I was wrong.
Sorry, I didn't pick this category.
Again, Craig. Just blame Craig.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all the
blame the other Craig.
Yeah, it's all the Craigs of the world's fault. John, last question for round 3. How many Hellraiser films did Barker write? Time starts now.
Did he write? I'm gonna say 2.
You are correct. It was 2.
Mm-hmm.
Hellraiser and Hellbound Hellraiser 2.
Mm.
Well, it was an uncertain first start where I think John was going, oh crap, I might be in trouble again. And then it flipped and Craig went, oh crap, I'm the one in trouble. So.
Oh yeah, as soon as the 90s came up, I just went, well, that's it.
Yeah, and it's a little sad that this is the time where I went, you know what, I'm gonna really try and go for not too many cliche questions. Maybe had I gone for some cliche questions, you would have gotten a couple extra points, maybe.
I'm sure people say this all the time, but had I had John's questions, I would have scored a lot more.
Yes, that is
wow, dude.
I'm not saying I would have won, and I'm not saying they were easier. There were questions I knew the answers to. It's that flip. And if you don't know the answer, you don't know. And I'm sorry you'll have to edit this down to me just going, no, I don't know. No, I don't know. It's not compelling television, I'm sorry.
Hey, you still give me plenty of material, and you don't get a point for it, but you're correct in your assumption that, yes, that is said a lot, not just for John, but every competitor who ends up losing, who says, if I'd have gotten those questions, I'd have won. But
yeah, I know. I'm not saying I would have won. I'm saying I would have scored more. I still don't think I would have won.
Well, okay, scored
based
more.
Based on the number of points John picked up from mine.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but yes.
Well, you
because
never know.
No, dude, I did pick up a couple from you, but I was like, but I'm sorry.
That's the game.
That's the game, and add on to it. It was a freak occurrence that I happened to know that song from Sister Act 2, so...
Aren't you fortunate you have a wife and that's like her favorite film? She's helping you to educate you. She's helping you train.
Yeah, no, she was help. No, she's my inspiration.
You have to say that because she's nearby.
No, she does. Actually, no, I will say this. A lot of the good ideas I've had, especially with Cinema Schlock, actually the whole concept of the founder, actually the whole idea of him liking all the bad movies, that was her idea.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I rolled with it, and I was like, and honestly, it was great. So, that's why I've been having loads of fun with her on Comfort Flicks.
Cool, and if you make money off those, you should totally split it 50-50.
Oh, that's exactly the plan.
Well, Craig, even if you didn't win, I'm very happy that you signed on and you came on board and you braved.
No, it was good fun.
You braved showing your face instead of hiding behind the mic on a podcast. Which, fair enough, blogs, podcasts, it's easy. Stepping in front of a camera is hard.
Yeah.
But you did it. And I'm so happy that you did it. And even if you did not score many points, I say we got to have some very interesting chats about some very interesting and maybe some weird stuff. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's been great. Thank you for having me. And obviously, congratulations to John. This went exactly how I thought it would go.
John, you are once again the champion.
You sound bored.
Oh, I'm not bored. I'm never bored on the. Well, maybe there were a couple episodes, but I'm not going to say which one.
I'll try to be more entertaining next time.
But this makes it win number 4. Do you think you can make it the full 5?
Oh, I'm gunning for it.
Yeah, I'm scared. Oh, I'm scared. I mean, as much as I love gaining champions on this show, part of me doesn't want him to win because I know I'm gonna lose. I know it. There's just has anybody actually been watching this show? This man comes to every episode, not too much this one, with a chest full of anecdotes and movie facts and play facts, and I'm just here going, I am fucked.
Aww.
He's gonna have to write questions for me if he wins this next game, and I just know I'm gonna score a big fat 0.
Oh.
It's gonna be so great, and then I'm gonna have to close down my channel and go, hide away from the humiliation.
No, don't do that. No. Wait a minute. This is a psychological tactic, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm smart enough for that. No, trust me, this blonde really did go to my brain. Don't let the roots fool you. I don't know what's going on. But yes, will we be seeing you in the next episode?
Naturally, yes.
Okay, well, I don't know if you'll win or lose, but I know something interesting is going... Well, a couple interesting things are going to happen, so... Yay for the next episode! I don't know. Either way, I've had an amazing time hosting these two wonderful guys. If you enjoyed watching them, hearing them, I don't know, you could just go and stalk them. Legally, of course. And you legally stalk someone by following them on social media. So all the links will be down in the description box. You can go and follow the Craggus over on Twitter, follow blogs, podcasts. You've got so much to choose from. And then you can do the same with, John, if you haven't already, and, subscribe to his YouTube channel, and then follow him on social media, and then, the same drill that I say every time because he just keeps winning. Craig, is there any chance of possibly seeing you in a redemption series?
100%. I need to redeem myself for today's performance. Yeah.
Yay! Well, that is always good news. So, thank you guys again.
Just make sure the patron for his questions isn't named Craig as well.
Yeah, that's it. That's unfair. And no 90s questions, please.
I can.
Well,
I can promise Craig won't be doing any more Patreon choices, but I can't promise there won't be any 90s in the future. You never know where that wheel will spin. But
honestly, it's so weird. I've loved movies my entire life, but there was a period in the 90s where I just kind of stopped watching movies, and I've never filled that gap in. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, me neither.
But yeah, it's a huge gap in stuff.
Yeah, you should fix that. You should do something. You should fill up that gap.
Before the next appearance, I'll watch some 90s movies.
Yay! Well, thank you guys again, and I can't wait to see you guys in future episodes, and I can't wait to see John in the next episode. So until then,
I'll be tuning in.
Bye, guys.